scheduled live. I'm excited to be stamping with you today. Must get my stamping lips on for a good show. All right. There we go. Much better. I hope that you guys are having a great week. It is a windy Wednesday here in Iowa. I am getting ready for a little vacay time with my family, which I'm super excited about. I need to get out. I really need to get out. So I hope, oh, that's okay. So I hope that we have a lovely getaway. We're driving to Maine, which is a long drive with 2 teenagers. So I am really hoping it goes well. But I was working on planning my knitting projects for while we drive there, and I think that I've got it all set, so I'm excited. I've got one to hopefully finish, another to, gosh, I wonder if I made this video. Let me try something quick here. There's not very many people on here, so I'm wondering if it's because my thing isn't. Let me see if I can do something. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, look at that. You can have fun. Who knew? Whoa, that's wrong. Let's just go to normal. I'm going to try something. So if I disappear, I'll be right back. No, that didn't work. Ooh, I know. Hold on. Okay, it's all good. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I think it's just that I'm doing a different time. So anyway, if you guys could give me a thumbs up, that would be really awesome, because that seems to make a big difference with the people at the YouTube. They seem to like that. And I'm not looking at the screen because I'm quickly poking out the little holes from a die that I want to use on a project. So we'll see how this goes. I die cut this literally like the second before I hopped on here. So I had a last minute epiphany for inspiration. You know how I roll. So anyway, we'll see if this works or not. It might be a whole lot of poking out for nothing. It's not really poking out. It's just all these little blobby things. I would have been more intelligent to have grabbed my die brush, but alas, I did not. Okay, I think I got them all. Okay, so anyway, no, I will not be on Wednesdays. I just had, my husband was out of town on Monday, and we had a concert with my son. He had to get picked up from practice, and a whole bunch of things happened Monday. And so I just needed to mom on Monday. But it will continue to be on Monday as normal in the future. Next week, I will not be live, but I will have a video for you that posts at the same time that normally we have for live. So you'll be able to enjoy that. Where is my... I'm looking for my plate. Oh my gosh, it's in the garbage. Seriously. My plate is in the garbage. Okay, what size is my awesome stamp room? I don't know. I have no clue. It's a bedroom in my house, but it's pretty big as far as bedrooms go. Like our guest bedroom is smaller. So, but yeah, it's, oh, hair sticking to my lip gloss. That's never good. I have no idea how big it is. So anyway, oh, we need to see an updated office view. Oh dear Lord. Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna go on a little field trip right here. Okay, I'm gonna show you the show that is my life right now. Okay, so here we go. I apologize. I don't want you to get car sick. So I want you, okay, so here's Happy Dina. Here's the reality. So like this is kind of like this is the Pinterest, and then I'm going to show you what it actually looks like in real life. Okay, so first of all, here's my stamping table where I'm about to go live. Note the hands and the flippin' mess. It's a disaster. Yep. Okay, I'll pan over here and yeah, behind the foofery. Behind the foofery, it's kind of a mess. Okay, so there's stuff absolutely everywhere. By the way, I think I finally have enough white cardstock. I restocked. That's probably 50 packages of basic white and maybe 40 packages of thick white. If it reaches the check, you know you're good. Also, I'm gonna wipe off my lens because I think it might be dirty. And by the way, that spot in there, I know is there. Ooh, yeah, that looks better. Okay, so this is my disaster office. Here's my industrial paper cutter. But here, let's go out here and you can see how Dina's living these days. First of all, we just recycled all the boxes, so that's pretty clean. This right here is what 33 boxes of retreat looks like. All of this stuff is for my retreat. So lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff for the retreat. Oh my is right. Leanne, see, I can learn. Okay, then we're going to walk over here. This is what I call the classroom. This is the shipping department. Say hello, ladies. So my daughter's helping Whitney, and right now we're packaging up game night. And by we, I mean they are. So here's all of the shipping stuff that goes together. So yeah, I know, you're welcome. Here's just like all the random stuff and packets and things. Here's my team card swap. Oh, look, there's some yarn. It's my dirty little secret. Those are 2 boxes worth of swaps for my retreat. So yeah, so we'll go back to the stamp room where the magic happens. So here's the bird's eye view. You're welcome for this tour. And it is a flipping disaster. So I shared with you my dirty, dirty, dirty secret. It's a mess. In fact, I tried on Tuesday, I tried to like clean, and I wasn't very successful. So yeah, happiness overflowing. That's one way to look at it. It's more like the disaster behind the scenes. You saw your box with swap cards. That's awesome, Sharon. Do I place your tuxedo black pad upside down to store? Yes, I do. Yeah, so that's the real story. I do have a window. I never used to until we moved here. I used to be in a windowless room, to be honest. So I love my window. So first of all, it's only that bad because of the retreat. I have my retreat is sold out at 144 boxes. And so it's all that stuff is here. And normally, like, none of that stuff in the hallways there. I've got 2 shelf units, but they're tidy. So bless my husband's heart because it's such a disaster and he's very, very patient with me, which is nice. So at the end of this month, it'll all be gone and that will be fine. And we're going away for a week, so that'll be good. Yes, I do have a lot of stuff. And the thing is, it's so hard to organize because things are constantly coming and going. I get many boxes a week, sometimes a day, like 4 today. And so things are constantly kind of coming and going, and we ship about 500 packages a month. Some this month it'll be more. So it's really crazy. So yeah, it's there's like always crazy stuff happening here. I'm trying to, let me see. There's this weird thing. Oh no, oops, sorry. There's this weird thing up on my screen and I don't know how to get rid of it. But oh well, whatever. Yeah, so I actually I'm struggling a little with the chaos right now because it's not normally this bad, but and we haven't even like cut paper for, well, we're starting to cut paper before we leave. I want to get most of it cut for the retreat boxes. But also, having said that, I could use some help for packing my retreat boxes the week of the, I think it's the 20 something. The week of the 22nd. Yeah. If you're around the Quad Cities area and want to help out, you let me know. So anyway, yeah, that was a little treat into the chaos. But on the upside, took down the Christmas tree last weekend. So that was good. I mean, it was March. I felt like it was really important to get the tree down before Easter. So yeah, I felt like that was important. It's always kind of a hot mess around here, which is, I guess, fun. So I was like, oh my gosh, is today St. Patrick's Day? No, it is not. It's next week. So anyway, yeah, I hope that you guys are excited though for a great session of stamping. I have a lot of, I think, good stuff. We're gonna make a window card today. Oh my gosh. Bless her heart, Bonnie's been asking that for like weeks. So I know my tree, Carl actually asked if we could leave it up for his birthday, and his birthday is at the end of the month on the 29th. And I was like, no. I know. I'm glad the time changes while I'm on vacation because it would really be awful to lose that hour. So anyway, okay. So I think it's time to get started though. I did not mean to actually share all of that with you. It was not my intention to share my disaster area, but it's kind of amazing though, because if you needed me to find something, I could 99% of the time do it like that. So there you go. Someone asked what Carl's favorite color is. Oh, if you're going to send him a card, that's just so sweet. It is, well, I would say probably green or blue. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So here we go. Let's see. I actually have quite a few of our guest requests for today. So there we go. We're going to do actually 2 masculine cards. All right. So I know not everybody is comfortable sharing that, but I will say the rest of my house is clean, and that is mainly because my cleaning ladies were here on Monday. That is one thing I don't skimp on. I will always have a cleaning lady. Like I will not eat before getting rid of my cleaning lady if it comes down to that. I'm pretty, I get by. All right. So I'm gonna just flip the camera around. I think it's time. By the way, when I pan the camera to my my desk, did anybody notice these? They're always ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna flip my camera. And we're going to get stamping. Oh, well, first I have a couple of announcements. So, first and foremost, don't forget that, see, I cleaned my desk. I just push everything out of the screen and now it's all good. Oops, got a little paper left over from last night's game night. Ooh, did you guys see game night last night? Because it was good. We made some good cards. I don't know how it got on here. Save highlight, and I just don't want it. Yeah, I know. I picked normal. No, I don't click on that. That'll stop the chat. We don't want that. I don't know. It's 5 days there. Yeah, see, weird. Sorry, guys. When I was messing around with those weird backgrounds, I can't get rid of the backgrounds they're like the options to show on my screen, but it's okay. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, so someone asked if there's a host code. Yes, there is. And if you give me just a second, I'll even tell you what it is. It's always on my blog, which is handy. And let's see. I'm going to pull it up here in 1 second. It is, dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I should remember this. It's PSPPVZZA. Pzviza. It's like pizza, but not. Anyway, so yeah. So I have my free jumbo bow maker gift with purchase. This is awesome. It also comes with a Hydrangea Hill All-Star Tutorial Bundle, which is 12 amazing project tutorials, and they are just amazing. I mean, I know I'm saying that, but they're really good. This one, I looked at them and I was like, oh, I liked them a lot. So yeah, this is through March 15th. When you shop my online store and spend $100, you can get a free jumbo bow maker plus the Hydrangea Hill All-Star Tutorial. You can get this with just a $50 purchase, and you can get both with a $100 purchase. So that's pretty awesome. The Hydrangea Hill gift is all month long. Then I've got 2 classes this month. I've got a Vine Design Creativity to Go kit. And you guys, this one's kind of a sneaky little stamp set, I'm not even gonna lie. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, that looks nice. But then I started playing with it and hence the Creativity to Go kit. It's really awesome. There's so many fun things to do with this. I think you're really going to enjoy the class. So that's coming up at the end of this month. I also have a Butterfly Brilliance online class, and I think we're going to make a card with this today. Every time I play with this, I love it a little more. We made the most amazing card last night during game night. So if you didn't see game night last night, check it out. The post is on my blog right now. And game night workshop is next month on, I want to say the 12th. Let's see. That doesn't sound 100% accurate though. It is 13th of next month. So I was close. And it is going to be a doozy because it's the year anniversary of game night. So we're going to pull out some stops, I think. So I'm very excited about that. And I think the other thing I was going to mention is my retreat. The boxes are sold out, but you can still get in on the goodness by joining us for the virtual version. And I'm just looking for my visual because, of course, I have one. The virtual version is going to include a lot of awesome stuff. Obviously, we have amazing projects. We're going to do some 3 bonus live presentations, and of course, recorded. There's going to be games, there's prizes, there's mystery stamping, there's card challenges, There's all kinds of fun stuff happening during our one-day retreat. In fact, there's so much that we kind of squeezed it out, and there's a little Friday, there's a little Sunday, so it'll be really great. If you're not registered for this, make sure and get registered, and I'll put all those links in the description of this video if you are watching the replay. Okay, so time to stamp. Now, if you have seen my blog, I've been doing a little bit of stencil type stuff lately. I have a video going up a little later today for this card, which I just love. Is a stencil situation. So I thought I couldn't stop myself. I thought we would do one more. And what I've got, sorry, I'm reaching. What I've got is, some Magenta Madness cardstock. And then as I came live, I have this die. This is from the Many Mates bundle. And so the die that comes with, actually, there's a couple dies that come with it. There's these individual dies and then this one big die. So that's pretty cool. Someone said their screen is blurry. You need to change your settings to like 720 and that will make it better. I think there's 3 dots you can touch to do that. I'm not sure because I can't see that part where I'm recording. But yeah, it's your settings. It's you, it's not me. All right, so what I did is I cut this out of a piece of thick white cardstock. And I chose thick white because I wanted it to be kind of sturdy and stand up to the blending, more than once, So, okay, you're blurry and you're on 720. Okay, change it to a different setting then. I'm about 90% sure that's what the problem is. But it's really hard for me to tell you while I'm doing this. So, okay. Blurry. That's weird. Let me check. I'll pull my YouTube up on my iPad next to me here. 1 second. That's the wrong game. I'm pulling up the wrong live. You think it's just the stencil. It's blurry on my too. You've tried everything. On game night next month, what stamps are you using? Cheryl, I don't know off the top of my head right now. Okay. All right, I'm just about to my live. Clear now. Okay. Yeah, mine is clear as a bell. So, okay. Closed it out and came back in. Weird. All right, so here we go. I've got my my die here that I die cut, and we're going to sponge the background. So I've got this Magenta Madness, and actually, let's be real. I need to protect my work surface. There's no way this isn't going to mess things up. Okay. I might have changed, when I was having all that buffering issue, I may have changed the setting on my end. So I don't know, but usually when people before have said that it's blurry, that's what I do and it fixes everything. So, okay. So anyway, I just sponged that on there and look. Okay, I went a little darker. So here we go. And that is awesome. Okay. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I love this. Long white sleeves with pink ink. Is anyone else anxious? Oh, it's good. It's all good. But look at the brightness of my blending brush. That's impressive. All right, so we stamped a little, or we inked a little background on here, which I just love. And I've been, like I said, I did this on a couple cards, and I can't get over how much I love it. I did one, gosh, I did one on Sunday for a video. I did one on my the video I'm going to post a little bit later today, and then this right now. And then we're actually going to use our actual Stampin' Up! Stencils on a card here in just a minute. So I just had to show that to you. So isn't that pretty? That is, again, the Many Mates bundle. So the stamp set and then the dies that coordinate. Okay, so next up, what I'm going to do is take and, sorry, let's see, we're going to add a little fun stuff to this. Let's see. I'm actually changing up what I was going to do. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so I've got, this is from the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. And I actually wasn't going to do this on this card. I was going to do something else, but such as it is. This is the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. It comes with this stamp plus an amazing set of dies. They are solid pieces as well as detail pieces, all in this bundle. And shameless post, this is one of my online classes for this month, and the projects are actually, if I can just say, amazing. I really like them. So anyway, I'm going to take this and we're going to decorate this up a little. I thought this might be, I really have been loving, and when I say loving, I mean loving, this black and white paper from the Love, I think it's called Love Always, True Love Designer Series paper that's in the Occasions catalog. Sorry, had to pull out my paper trimmer. So I'm just going to cut a 3/4 inch strip of this, and we're going to add this across our card. And actually, I'm going to put this. Well, first of all, I think if you guys know me at all, you know I am a big fan of black and white with a pop of color. I just really believe in it. So I wanted to add this to my pop of color. I needed to add my black and white part to it, right? Okay, so I just put a brand new roll in here. Yay. Oh, there's nothing better than the first swipe off a new seal. Okay. And then I'm just going to position this down the line, going across like so, and then I'm going to snip off the end just as soon as I find my snips. Okay. Oh, so pretty. And then I've got this butterfly, which is just awesome. And I want to add a sentiment to this, of course. So first we'll adhere this like that. Okay, and I think for my sentiment, I'm feeling like celebrate is kind of the right sentiment for this. I think that would be good. This is such a happy card. I think celebrate is the right way to go. Now, I really want this to kind of stand out on my card, so I'm going to stamp it in Stays on Black. The thing about Memento Black is it's just not vibrant black. It's kind of watercolory black, and that is because it's just not an opaque black. And I really want this to be an opaque black. So there we go. I stamped my Celebrate on there. Looks awesome. I caught the dang edge, so that makes me mad, but it's going to be okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do is take and add some enamel dots to this. And gosh, I am liking this card already. And do you see why I love the sponging through the stencils? It's so fun. And what's great is, you can make your own stencil with, these intricate dies that we have. Actually, I think the butterfly would make a good stencil. So there we go. I think I'm going to leave it at that, but I'm going to do one more thing. Yes, I am. I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to spritz on here. Now I just want to make sure I don't have anything important laying around that I can get this on. But this is one of my favorite techniques to spritz. So I will take my black marker, put the brush end in the cap and flick. Oh, so good. Isn't that amazing? Love that. What is the name of the die? It is the Many Mates Bundle. I don't know what the die itself is called. You'd have to look that up, but Many Mates Bundle. Okay, so there you go, guys. First card done. And that was, by the way, totally different than what I was planning on doing. All right. I love it when we kind of change our minds. Okay, this next card is going to feature Stampin' Up's, we call them decorative masks, but they're stencils. They're called the Basic Patterns, and there's, my favorite is the polka dots, but and there they are. There's kind of a filigree type one. I think this looks like leaves, and then there's like trees. So I thought we would make kind of a masculine card with the leaves. And the first thing I'm going to do is I've got a piece of, this is Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to put my stencil over the top. Now, one thing that is kind of interesting is that I often don't do the full stencil. I like it just in an area. I think that's kind of nice looking. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow, and I don't have a blending brush in this kind of grouping of colors, and I don't want to do it with my Pear Pizzazz because that one's too light and I use that a lot. So I'll have a light green one and a dark green one. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to take and just sponge this around like so. And one thing I did not do, which I probably should have, was get rid of the first bit of ink because it's going to be pretty dark, but that's actually okay. And look at how awesome that is. So now this mask, because it's made out of plastic, I can just rinse this off and it will be great. Good to go for the next use. Whereas the mask I did out of paper, I can't use this with yellow or I will end up with weird colors. But I could cut like this up and use it. That would be cool too. So anyway, there we go. Then what I wanted, or what I have is, I've got I was thinking this would be a good anniversary card. Because we had a request for a simple masculine card. So this is one of the 2 simple masculine cards I'm going to do. The other one is also very simple. So I thought I would take a strip of, I bet you this isn't going to be wide enough. Ooh, it might just fit. Oh, yes. I've got a piece of vanilla cardstock here. And I thought I would stamp my sentiment on here, which is happy anniversary. Again, this is from that Mini Mates bundle. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. I need it just a teeny bit wider. All right, so let me get a scrap of this. Hold on. Okay, this is a little wider and then we'll cut it down. Okay, so happy anniversary. Oh, so nice. And then I'm just gonna trim this down a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. Ooh. Sorry, I thought I had my scraps here and I didn't. I'm going to stamp with the set Rooted in Nature, a couple of the leaves from this set in some crumb cake ink to coordinate with this. Crumb cake ink on crumb cake ink. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to die cut it. Oh, and it looks like this. How amazing is that? Oh, so good. And we're going to add this. Okay, still using the many mates. The die is from here. All the word stamps that I've been using so far, still from this bundle. Same bundle. Okay. Now I'm going to just add these on here kind of like that. And maybe I'm just going to kind of wiggle these. I like doing that. It gives them a little dimension. And literally all I'm doing is kind of wiggling like so. Okay, we'll pop this up on here. Okay. And then I'll just tuck these in with a glue dot below and above. Like that. Okay. Alrighty. Then the last thing I'm going to do before I attach this is I'm just going to add a little bit of linen thread. This is a nice way to add an embellishment without it being real girly, if you know what I'm saying. So what I think I'm going to do is just wrap this around a few times and then we'll tie it in a knot on the front. Okay, and I'll do that right kind of on the edge of the sentiment here. Okay. And then the last thing we'll do, and actually I could tie it in a knot and not a bow, and that probably would be better for a guy. Bows are kind of girly, let's be honest. Not gonna lie. Okay. So I'll just pull this nice and tight and then we'll trim the ends. All right. And I'm just gonna adjust this slightly. Okay, there we go. So that looks pretty good. Get that to lay a little flatter. Ugh. All right, and then the last thing I'll do is just adhere it to a crumb cake card base. And so this is a really great way to make a nice masculine card without too much effort. And it's real simple. Okay. There we go. Now, our next card comes to us from the welcoming window. Oh, I've gotten a lot of requests for this. Definitely from Bonnie. I hope she's watching or at least catching the replay. She's been asking for this and a couple other people have now for a while, and I just haven't had time to play with it. So I pulled it out and we're going to work with this today. So the first thing we're going to do is take and do a little stamping. I wanted to use, I love the picture in this set, so I thought that was really cool. Let's see. What catalog is that from? Sue, what do you mean? The welcoming window or the one I just did? Let me know and I'll answer you. Well, actually, I can tell you both. The welcoming windows from the January to June mini catalog. The last one is from the annual catalog, the Many Mates. And the leaves are also from the Many Mates. Okay, so I've got now, full disclosure, I'm not sure which version of this I want to do, but we're going to try both. So I've got a scrap of white and a scrap of Pacific Point, and I'm going to use both. Okay, I'm going to stamp the, I don't like how this is coming out. Hold on. My ink pad might be a little on the juicy side. So I cleaned the ink out. I'm going to take and kind of rub the ink in a little bit with my spoon. Just work the ink into the ink pad. Set that aside, and then I'm going to try and ink it up. And we'll stamp it again. And that stamped much better. Do you see the difference? That's like really blotchy and icky. Now I'm not sure which one of these I want yet, so I've got both. So that's nice. Girls like to have options, you know. Okay, next up, I'm going to stamp the greenery. Okay, so we'll do that in Granny Apple Green. So there's two, in fact, I'll show you. There's two kind of sets of greenery and inserts. There's this smaller one and then this more sprayish one. These flowers fit in here and these flowers fit in here, which is kind of handy. So I'm going to start by stamping the flowers, and we'll just do them right here. Okay, that looks lovely. And then I'm going to take some Mango Melody, which I think is great contrast to the other, and I think this goes up like that. Yes. There's actually, in the stamp set, there's a little arrow to help you figure out the orientation. But this is just going to fit right inside like so, and it's perfect. Oh, I love that. Okay, now what I can do is die cut this because the set comes with awesome dies. And let me just quick run this through my Stampin' Emboss die cut machine, and then we're going to decide which picture we like, the one on the white or the one on the Pacific. So let me quick die cut these. Okay, I'm going to hold them. What's dangerous? Oh.
Can't have that.
Yeah, there's no workman's comp at the Creativity Cave. That is true. Okay, I'm gonna run these through my machine. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, so cute. And then I'm gonna do the other pot real quick. You know me, I make the sounds. No, it's a pitcher, not pot, a pitcher. Okay, there we go. So you can tell me which one you like better and I'll show you. So there or there. I think I'm liking the Pacific Point one. So let me know the solid versus the white, or Pacific Point versus white. Oh, okay. Now, in addition to that, I also prepared an embossed panel with the, let's see, I think this is called the brick and mortar embossing folder. And you're going to laugh. I ran it through twice. So you can see like there's kind of double texture on here. And the reason is because it was really crooked the first time. It slipped after I ran it through. So I ran it through again, and then I actually liked that extra texture. So I kept it. All right. And so what we're going to do is this is actually going to get set on our window. So I've die cut both kind of the window ledge and the window sill, I think maybe is the right terminology for this. But yeah, we're going to put these on here like so. And oh, I just think this is really cool. All right, so I've put some adhesive on the bottom of this. This is like the ledge. And we'll just put it on like that. And I love it because there's like texture built in, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take and put a little bit of my liquid glue and sponge trick. So this is my silicone mat. And I'm gonna put some liquid glue on here, flip this over to adhere it to my card, like so. Okay, and there's our window. And then of course we're gonna set the picture and the flowers on the ledge right here. Isn't that pretty? Excuse me. So, real easy. I think I'll actually attach this direct. And by the way, I think the voting is in, and it seems like most everybody said Pacific Point. A few of you said white, but Pacific Point definitely has it. So, well, you know, it can be whatever you want. It could be a planter box or it could be a ledge. And I think it's both. I don't think you need to, you know, make it one or the other. So it's whatever you want. But I just love the colors on this. In Pacific Point, you know, I always take like Bermuda and Coastal Cabana over Pacific Point, but gosh, I love it with this beautiful contrast of the mango. I think those colors look fantastic together. So I'm going to pop up my flowers on here. And then here's another thing that's pretty awesome about this stamp set is there is some really great sentiments that come with it. And so we're going to take and, oh, I die cut this dang circle before I started. This is a circle I die cut from the layering circles. I think it's like the second to largest. Anyway, the sentiment is so awesome. It says, sending sunshine for a beautiful birthday. I'm just going to stamp that right on here and then add it to my card, kind of popped up. I kind of debated quite a few different options for how to put the sentiment on there, but this is ultimately what I thought looked best. I tried a couple punches, a couple die cuts, and I didn't really like any of them. So there we go. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to do is add a little bow with my linen thread. And for that, I'm going to take my bow maker for this. Now, remember, you can get a jumbo bow maker for free as a gift with purchase. All you got to do is spend $100 in my online store, and you'll get this as well as the Hydrangea Hill All-Star tutorial. So now I'm going to do a triple bow. So I've wrapped it around 3 times. I'm going to cross over my first, bring it up through the back, and tie this. What I love is this ties a nice small bow. And I'm just going to tighten it. Ooh, tightened it too much. Just going to tighten it on the back a little bit. Whitney's laughing, as she does. And then I'm just going to add it to my card. So this is really nice. There's like this extra floof in my linen thread I need to cut off. There we go. That was messing with things. But I just love that I can get this triple bow out, you know, which would be kind of impossible otherwise. And we'll take and glue dot this right on to my pot. I probably should have left those ends a little longer. By the way, you can curl linen thread like curling ribbon, and it kind of helps. There. Okay, so that looks great. Last thing I'm going to do is take and fold a thick white card base. And we'll adhere this. No, go ahead. I'm sure all the people watching don't mind if you print the postage for game night. They're cool with it. Okay, there we go. Isn't that awesome? So just kind of a fun, happy card. And I love that Pacific Point picture. Oh, I love it. I have a planter that's kind of that dark blue color. It's really pretty. So there we go. Okay, that's our third card. Gosh, I kind of had a lot. I have a lot going on. All right, our next card is one that makes me real happy. I think it'll make you happy too. This is a gorgeous card that we're going to make, and then we're going to do one more masculine card. So I've got another white card base. This is Whisper, or thick white. And then I've got a piece of 4 by 5 1/4, I think, pretty sure. Okay, and I'm going to stick down some strips of cardstock on here. So I'm just going to run some adhesive on my card, my panel here, my 4 by 5 1/4. And these are 7/8 inch wide strips. And I'm just going to have them go down the length. Apparently I cut them the wrong width though. That's okay, we can trim them at the end. No big deal. And I'm just gonna butt them right up against one another. So you wanna make sure they're on there straight. Maybe that's why I put them a little longer, so that if they were crooked, I could just trim off the ends, no biggie. Okay, so I've got Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and Pacific Point. There it is again. Okay, and oh, look at that. They all just fit on here so nice. We're going to trim off those excess bits down the line. And this is just so pretty. I love it. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our let's see. Sorry. My magnets were holding me back a little. I'm going to take my Stamparatus and oh, what did I do? Did I take that off? Gosh, I might have. Let's see. Ooh. Where is my Butterfly Brilliance? Ah, it's here. I found it, no worries. Okay, so I've got my Butterfly Brilliance on here, and it's kind of in this lower section. So what I'm going to do is stamp this, or position this. We'll move it around like that. And I'm going to ink this up in some Versamark. And Versamark is so awesome because I can stamp across all those layers with one color of ink. Of course, Versamark is clear. Okay, so I've got it inked up real good. And then I'm just going to verify that's on there. And I'm going to stamp it down. So I'm holding this closed while I move it around. Okay, so I'm going to take my sleeve. I did check to make sure the plate was clean. Didn't want to rub off ink on here. Okay, there we go. And then what we have are butterflies in the background. How awesome is that? Okay. And as this dries, they'll dry a little bit more apparent, but so I think that's a very cool background. I then die cut myself a butterfly, and I think I'll stick it right about there. And then I was going to take a 2 1/4 inch, and I'm not positive about this, but we're going to give it a shot. I've got my 2 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to see if this looks good behind here or not. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so we'll put that on. So I'm just going to adhere this. And I just love these bright colors. I've been thinking about this card for a little while, I'm not going to lie. Okay. So then I will adhere this to my card like that. Okay. And I'm going to take, I've got some gilded gems that I'm just going to add to this. Like so. Ooh, I am loving this. So pretty. Okay, so that's on there. And then, like, how awesome would this card be to receive in the mail? Pretty awesome. Check it out, Whitney.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Love it. Okay. Then we'll take a sentiment. We're going to use the same set. We are going to use our Many Mates stamp set once again. And I'm going to stamp congrats. And I'm going to use my stays on again because I really want, I want this to kind of, actually, I don't know. I'm not so sure if I want to put black on here because it's so bright and white and happy. Maybe I should do the congrats on a little strip of white like that. Let's see here. I would say we could emboss it, but we just did all of that with the Versamark, and I just don't think the white embossing would be happy with me about that one. Okay, so there's congrats on there. I'm going to take my Pick a Banner punch and punch the end of this. And then we'll add this right up there. Oh yeah, that will work just fine. Oh, amazing. And then we've got one more quick card left. Okay. There we go. I'm loving it. In fact, I think this deserves a round of applause, don't you? Okay. So much fun. Diana, email me and we'll figure something out, okay? How wide did I cut my strips? They're 7/8 of an inch. Okay. All right, so next up, I've got one more card. It's, by the way, I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, weird, that card did not stick. I think the embossing didn't adhere to it because it was like falling apart on my table. So I'm going to put some Seal Plus on here, and that baby, she's not going to be moving. Oh, but we should put her on right side up. There, good to know. All right, our next card, our final card, is a guest request for another masculine card. And so now this one, we're going in a little different direction. Our first one was a nice masculine card with kind of some naturey leaves. This one, I'm going to use this set called Soar Confidently. I like that one. It's a good set for masculine cards. It is found in the January to June catalog. So you can really pull any of the images out from this one. I'm going to use the hot air balloon because I just kind of like it. And I think I'm going to do To a Wonderful Man since we said it was a masculine card. Okay. All right. So I haven't used that stamp yet. So I'm gonna grab my block for this big balloon. And so I've got my card base as Night of Navy. I've got a layer of basic gray cardstock, and I'll ink this up with some basic gray ink. Okay, and I'll stamp that down like that. And there we go, looking good. I also am going to adhere this to a layer of smoky slate. So these two go really nicely together. And then we'll pop that up onto our navy card base. I've also taken a panel of, I cut a 4-inch wide panel of this kind of checkerboard paper, and then I just cut it at an angle. Okay, and then what I did is I cut another piece. So, and this is, by the way, from the, oh, I don't know, it's the boy paper in the catalog. Let's see, what is it called? You know, the boy paper. Well suited. Duh, I should have known that. Gosh. Okay, so I cut this, I just cut it at an angle, and then what I'm gonna do is cut it again to get a strip. Okay. So, and I think I want about 1/2 of an inch. No, I want 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so there we go. And so I lined that first cut up with the line on my trimmer, and then I cut the second one. Okay, and that gives me kind of a diagonal checkerboard instead of a nice straight checkerboard. Do you see what I did there? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take this piece, and you know what? I did want the 1/2 inch piece, darn it all. that's fine. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so I've got this piece and I'm going to attach it to my card. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to add my sentiment over the top of this piece. So it's kind of just a fun way to add the sentiment to this. And my sentiment, again, is from the stamp set. So it says, "To a wonderful man." And I'm going to stamp that in Knight of Navy, because that's my card base, as mentioned. Okay, I was just making sure that was going to come out straight. I've got a little scrap of paper here. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this at an angle on the end. Okay. And we'll trim this down just a little. Then I'll take some of my navy baker's twine. Oops. Leaving a little longer tail there at the beginning. I'm just wrapping it around here a few times. We'll tie a knot on the top, and then we'll pop the sentiment up over that DSP. And again, in a knot, not a bow. Okay. Let's see, dimensionals. Here we go. All right, isn't that pretty? I think that looks pretty cool. All right. Next, I'm going to pop this up onto my card itself. And then for the inside layer, rather than white, because I just thought that would be so stark, I'm going to adhere a piece of the smoky slate, the lighter gray. Okay. And I think we need to do that for a second here. Okay. Next up, we're going to stamp this. I'm going to stamp a couple, like so, on the side of the card. Now you don't have to write as much on the inside of the card. You're welcome. Okay. Because cards for men are hard to make, also to write in. There you go. All right, so let me show you the cards I made. Again, is that all of them? Yeah, 5. Whew. Nice. We'll just close this ink pad because I know some of you have some stress about that. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm stamping in a light sweatshirt at my own risk. All right, so we've got this card with the Soar Confidently stamp set. Now, of course, if you want any of the supplies I used today, you need to shop my online store. There should be a link in the description of this video, and if there's not, I'll put one in there as soon as I'm done. So we've got that one. Oh, we've got this bright and happy, happy, happy card. So happy. We've got this window card. What is this? What word? window, you know, something about a window. Welcoming window. I was going to say window to the world, and I knew that was not right. We've got this card. The leaf is from the Rooted in Nature, and then the sentiment is from Many Mates. And then our first kind of extra card was the Celebrate Butterfly. Oh, I just couldn't help it. I love these butterflies so much. This is from, again, the Many Mates, and then the Butterfly Brilliance. So there you go. You can shop my online store, and remember, you get a free jumbo bow maker when your order is $100. These are not available for purchase. They're only free with a gift. It's kind of like Celebration, free with a gift. So they're pretty awesome. And you also can get the Hydrangea Hill All-Star tutorial for free when you spend $50 in my online store. A couple more announcements real quick. My virtual retreat, if you have not registered for this, oh my gosh, run, don't walk. It's going to be an amazing event. The boxes are sold out, but you can still enjoy the virtual part of the event, which includes 12 projects plus 3 separate demonstrations, live demonstrations. They're amazing. A whole bunch of inspiration, as well as all kinds of fun prizes, games, shenanigans, you name it, we've got it. Card challenges, the works. Okay, so that's coming up March 27th. Now, if you can't join virtually, don't worry. Everything's recorded, and with the exception of like the card challenges, you don't have to be present to win anything. Well, obviously you have to be present. You have to do the card challenges. We also have an optional swap, so all good, fun things. Game night next month. If you're not on my mailing list, make sure you get on it. There should be a link in the description of this video for joining my mailing list. And around the first of the month, we will do the registration. I've got the amazing Butterfly Brilliance online class coming up. Oh my gosh, you guys, the cards on this are super awesome. I love, love, love them. I also have the Vine Design Creativity to Go kit, which is another really fabulous class. Very much looking forward to that again later on this month. And finally, the free jumbo bow maker. You don't want to miss us. It's pretty great. And this doesn't happen very often, so get in on it while you can. That is good through March 15th. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you could give me a thumbs up before you go, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a great week. I will be back here Monday, just not live, same time as usual, 5 p.m. Central. So check out the video I'll have for you. Have a great rest of your week, guys. See you soon.